Hey, welcome to a new video about the United States of America. America looks great when it comes to tall buildings and views. America is a supercontinent located east of the Pacific and west of the Atlantic Ocean in the Western Hemisphere. America is usually divided into North, Central, and South America, but other divisions exist. For example, Central America is sometimes considered part of North America or of Latin America. It has a land area of 42,549,000 square kilometers, 28.4% of the total land area of the Earth, making America the second largest continent after Asia. America has about 1 billion inhabitants, about 13.5% of the world population. This video will only be about the United States. You will see beautiful moving images of different cities of United States. If you recognize the cities, let us know in the comments down below. New York is of course the number one with the most inhabitants, but also with the most visited city in the United States. New York is known for the highlights such as World Trade Center, Times Square, and the Rockefeller. The Big Apple is also known as the city that never sleeps. In the evening, the city is beautifully lit up, especially by the billboards on the Times Square. The skyline can be seen in several ways, such as the boat and the helicopter. You will never get bored in this city. Once in a lifetime you have to go there to see the tall buildings with your own eyes and not just in the movies. The most famous landmark is probably the Statue of Liberty, a major tourist attraction and one of the most famous icons of the United States. In addition, attractions such as the Empire State Building, Wall Street, Ellis Island, theater productions on Broadway, museums such as the Metropolitan Museum of Art. And of course don't forget other tourist attractions like Central Park, Brooklyn Bridge, Rockefeller Center, and the Times Square. This is such an amazing view. And yes, you got it right. USA also has beaches for you to enjoy. Number 2 is California when it comes to the most inhabitants. .44% of the population is Hispanic or Latino. Most of them come from Mexico and Cuba. 25% of the population is white. Among them are also many retired people from the northern states of America. 15% of the population is of Asian descent. These are mainly people from Korea, which has led to Koreatown. China, Japan, Vietnam, and Laos are also well represented. 11% of the population is African American. 3% of the population is of other origin. 2% of the population is of mixed descent. Due to the complicated and strong American claims culture, many lawyers and legal employees are active. Every large company has an extensive legal department to protect itself. Wealthy Americans can avoid getting into custody and can afford good lawyers by paying bail. Many prosecutions are handled through the plea bargain system, where the accused confesses guilt in exchange for a reduced sentence. Accused may also choose to start over and confess to all crimes, even those that are not yet known to the police, so that they cannot be convicted later if new evidence is discovered. Sometimes an innocent person chooses to plead guilty because there is always the risk of a very severe penalty in a lawsuit. Certainly, if the accused does not have the financial means to conduct an investigation himself, it sometimes only becomes clear during the trial, after the plea bargain, which evidence the prosecutor has. Some argue that the American justice system is a class justice system. Once convicted, it is difficult to reopen a case. On the other side, once acquitted, a person cannot be charged again for the same offense. The United States has the dubious honor of having the highest number of prisoners per capita. In addition, Americans of African descent are overrepresented in this. In recent decades, there has been a major hardening of the punishment. Many laws now impose minimum sentences that the courts cannot deviate from. Some states have the 3 strikes you're out rule, where a third offense is punishable by life in prison. Under the political pressure of the population, many reintegration, amnesty and sentence reduction rules have been abolished or limited. To connect the large area, the United States has a large network of infrastructure, which the interstate highway system is an important aspect. Americans are very dependent on the car for short and medium distance transportation. With a few exceptions, for example New York and San Francisco, public transportation is not enough to provide an alternative. Cities such as Los Angeles are largely car-oriented. American culture has had a profound influence on the rest of the world, especially the Western world. This happened not only through television and film, but also through literature and lifestyle. The jeans, t-shirt and baseball cap are of American origin. Pop music from the USA is heard all over the world. It is largely based on music forms such as country and western, blues and jazz. Many great musicians and important orchestras in Western classical music are or have been based in the U.S. There are recognizable icons of American popular culture worldwide: Walt Disney, John Wayne, Elvis Presley, and Marilyn Monroe. Recent examples are Michael Jackson and Madonna. New York is seen as a center for opera and instrumental music and has the famous Broadway Theater District, where many musicals can be seen. New York and San Francisco are global leaders in graphic design, and New York and Los Angeles compete with European fashion centers London, Paris, and Milan in the fashion industry. What you see here are just a few cities in the United States. But there are so many beautiful places to see in the United States. Make sure you have enough money in your pocket if you want to book a trip to the U.S. Well, everything comes to an end, including this video. I hope this was an interesting video for you. Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe and let's discover the world together. If you are excited to see a video from your favorite country, just let me know in the comments down below.